I have told him to memorize his times table, but he wouldn't. He plays a lot. This is what most teachers will say. And this is very, very pathetic. At that tender age, at that 3 to 5 years old, are they not supposed to play? Why are you their teacher? You're supposed to make them to memorize it. Devise a means to memorize it. Like I said, people that are afraid of mathematics, they lack proper orientation at that tender age. You want to make the child to memorize the timetable. Why don't you introduce factors? Factors. Introduce factors. This will help the child to memorize timetable. What do I mean by that? For instance, people could do factors of 12, which are 2, 6, 3, 4, 1, 2. Knowing factors of 12, subliminally, the child has already memorized 12 times. Because factors of 12 means those two numbers you multiply to get 12. So if you can list out these factors of 12, it means that 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, subconsciously, the child has memorized 12 times. You can do factors of many numbers. If you like, if all those numbers that appear frequently in maths. 12 can do factors of 20. And the rest of them, 20, which is 4, 5, 2, 10, 1, 20. Because of 4 times 5 will give you 20. You might be doing it like a play in a class, something like a task in a class, but you don't know that you are indirectly teaching the child the times table. You must not wait for the child. You are supposed to guide them, because if they miss out this times table at this early stage, they might grow up feeling that the subject is difficult. And let me give you an instance now. Almost everything in math, you have to set up fraction. Set up fraction in math. Fraction, that's a numerator and a denominator. For instance, something like 3 over 4. Math revolves around this. Almost everything, you have to set up this thing. And if this child doesn't know the times table at that age, and the child now advances in age where he has to make use of fraction, the child ends up feeling that the subject is difficult. For instance, a question that can come up is reduce 56 over 63 to lowest term. Now, the child look at it, 56, how will I be counting up to 56 now? Or how will I be counting up to 63? At the end, the child will frown and say, hey, math is difficult. I don't like this thing. We need to count numbers. But if the child has been introduced to 7 times, the child can easily reduce this thing. Because since the child knows the 7 times, 56 over 63, you know that if you use 7 to divide 56, it's going to give you 8. And you use 7 to divide 63, it's going to give you 9. The child will be happy and say, oh, wow, I like this thing. I'm playing with numbers. Automatically, the child starts getting interested in the subject and will be excited. But when all these things are not done, at the end, it looks like, oh, math is difficult. So these are some of the problems. Thank you.